It's day one. Yeah. We're so excited that you're here. I think most of you know, it's Dan, I'm Amber. We are the authors of 3 Secrets, 1, 2, 3 to Holiness in Marriage. Because marriage is as easy
as 3 secrets.
As 1, 2, 3.
Once you figure these out, you will never have a disagreement ever again.
You're obviously here because marriage is so easy. And you've got it down.
Yeah, you have everything together
and
like us.
You just want to be with other people that are like as perfect as you are.
Yes.
So welcome to the Perfect People Committee.
Hey guys.
With Dan and Amber. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I bet you did a lot of things today. Moms and dads, husbands and wives, I bet a million times today as you were doing all of the little things that love entails, you were asking yourself, does this even matter? Like, what is the point and purpose of this, as we're actually not perfect at all, and we're struggling up this mountain, climbing together. I thought it would be all pearls and cardigans, but it's obviously sweatshirts that I found and lost and found, and just wiping the mascara out from under my eyes the next morning, just like, okay, this is going to have to do, right? Marriage isn't perfect. It's not easy. There's a lot of questioning, asking ourselves, does this even matter? What am I doing here? And today, Dan and I just want to let you know that your marriage matters.
Your marriage matters. Tell your spouse right now, your marriage matters.
Your marriage matters.
No, your marriage matters.
Our marriage.
It matters!
It's important, guys.
Yeah.
We're here to tell you how important it is. Dan's going to share just a little bit.
John Paul II, as you saw in the reflection, he says, as marriage goes, so goes the nation, so goes the whole world, right? And so, like I said in the reflection today, if marriage is solid, then our nation and our world is solid. But if marriage is struggling, our nation and our world is struggling. And it's amazing to think that literally the well-being of human civilization depends on us. Uh-oh. So that's how powerful our marriages are. That human civilization depends on us. And I know that it doesn't always feel that way in a world that's like, we're always looking for significance and we always feel like we're insignificant. I want you to know that you're living in significance every day, right? That you're living in significance, and the significance isn't, it's not for show, and it's not captured on the evening news or on Hollywood. But it's critical, and it's human civilization depends on you, and it's the little things that matter, and it's the little things of getting your marriage right that matters, right? And we just want you to know at the start of this retreat that your marriage is critical and it's important. No matter if it's perfect, it doesn't. Your perfect marriage isn't what matters. It's your marriage matters. The fact that your marriage is together, that you're fighting for it, that you're fighting for family, that you're fighting to bring a civilization of life and love into the world. That's what matters, and that's what we're celebrating today.
Yeah. The Lord promises that He comes to bring us life and to bring it in the full. The Lord wants abundance for you personally in your relationship with Him. He wants abundance in your relationship with your spouse, and He wants to pour out abundant life through you and your spouse and your relationship into the whole world. So the question of the day today is, are you living an abundant life? Are you living that life that the Lord promised you? Is your marriage living in abundance, or do you feel like you're just getting through? Do you feel like you're surviving rather than thriving in your marriage? So this evening, as you get the kids tucked in bed and you hit the couch with your spouse, these are the questions that we want you to ask one another, and to really do some soul searching. And sometimes maybe it'll take reading in the beginning of the day and then taking the day to think through the question. You guys are going to find what works for you, just like with our prayer time. Dan and I pray differently. For me, it's got to happen first thing in the morning. I know my routine. Cup of coffee, gospel readings of the day. I have to journal, or I feel like I didn't pray.
Definitely cup of coffee first. If she doesn't have the cup of coffee,
nothing's going to happen. So just like you have come to know your own personal prayer routine, the two of you over these first few days with the book, you're going to figure out how is this going to work for us best, that we are really able to enter into the discussion questions together. You might want to look over them by yourself first and then come together later to chat. Whatever's going to work for you guys. Or maybe you're the kind of people where you can just talk and it can flow right off the bat, you just sitting reading these questions here together. Yeah. But we really want to invite you to take the questions section seriously and dive in and reveal your hearts to one another. This is a suggested prayer. Obviously, the two of you can continue that time of prayer together and do what works for you as a couple. Maybe you want to have some time of intercession. Maybe you want to journal separate.
Yeah, and really, if you feel like you're just surviving and you're not thriving, the reality is you can thrive. And thriving comes through planning and preparation, right? Like, I know when I'm like drowning in work and I'm like, nothing's going right. What I usually do is I take a whole day retreat where I just focus on getting myself planned again, right? And then you can start thriving again. And I think this retreat is really about helping you start planning a proactive family lifestyle so that family life and marriage isn't just happening, but there's an actual concrete plan that you guys are actually saying, hey, we want to thrive, and we're going to take the time to come up with the way that we're going to thrive. And we can't tell you how to thrive. You determine yourselves what thriving, what winning looks like for you. And we know in the depths of our heart and together, we know what winning looks like in our family, and we know whether or not we're doing it, right? Yeah. And you guys know what winning looks like as a married couple. And so the choice is yours. Are you going to do it or not? And every day you get to choose, are we going to work together to win at this and to thrive, or are we going to let life happen and lose it?
Yeah, your marriage matters, and so you want to make your marriage a priority. And that's exactly what you've done by joining this group, by purchasing the book, and by setting aside 20 to 30 minutes a day to read those couple of pages, to discuss with your spouse these discussion questions right in here. And it's really, in a way, a tithe of your time that you're giving to the Lord and giving to one another to say, you know what, Jesus, my marriage is everything. I know it matters in your kingdom. It matters to me, so I'm going to put my time where my heart is, and we're going to give time and effort and energy to making our marriage everything that it can be.
All right, last thought. It's really uncomfortable sometimes to say things that are really important to say. So I want you to say to your spouse tonight, I want you to say, you matter and you're important. So I'll show you how uncomfortable it is, because I'm going to say, Amber, you matter and you're important.
Daniel, you matter and you're important. And guys, you matter.
And you're important.
Good night from Columbus, Ohio.
Whoa!